You guys, Luka Doncic is looking like a top player in basketball. And I'm not talking the way that we all know of, oh, he's top 5 or top 6. I'm talking he might be the best player in the world. Right now, in the last 6 games, Luka is averaging 45, 10, and 11. A triple-double in the last 6 games on splits of 56 and 43. That is just video game 2K numbers. I could never even hit those numbers in my career if I really tried. So to see what Luka has to do with this team is honestly just something sad to see. Because he has to do so much, and to see just how close it really is. For example, in the last couple games, Luka has scored 39 and 51 and 35 and 60. In those games, the Mavericks have won by 5, 1, 15, and 5. Now, obviously, there's a 15-point game there, but otherwise, Luka is doing these performances almost in spite of his team and how he is having to do everything for them to be able to survive. According to Basketball Reference, Luka Doncic right now with his on-off numbers has an assist percentage of 48%. Now, what is assist percentage, Emster? Well, that means how much of a team's total field goals did you assist. 48% leads the league. That's right. Not even Nikola Jokic is having a higher assist percentage than Luka Doncic. They are close though. So Luka right now is doing a bit of everything. And honestly, I think Luka's defense, similar to Jokic, is actually somewhat understated as he's doing the best he can considering everything that he has in going on around him. So, before we quite get into why Luka Doncic might just be the best player in basketball, you guys, I wanted to thank you all again for your support as we go into this new year. Almost 250 subs in less than 2 months is crazy. So go ahead, leave a like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you guys want to see next. And now let's get into why Luka Doncic might just be the best player in basketball. And let's start with his defense. So let's look at this first clip right here. Now what we're going to see is Luka here takes his assignment, but actually does the proper thing of shedding through Naz Reid to get a hand up on the open shooter and help stop the shot from going in. And what we actually are about to see here is Luka's actually one-on-one game against Jeremy Sochan as he drives into the paint. Luka uses his frame and body size as Sochan tries to do a spin around, and Luka is able to actually get in here for a block off his jump and to go ahead and start to try an offensive possession. And now, guys, by no means am I saying that Luka is this top-tier defender or is he some all-time great. But what I am trying to say here is that Luka isn't necessarily quite as bad as we would all like to think. Again, if he didn't have quite the offensive load to carry as he does, I think he would put in much more effort on defense, and I think it would be showing improvement. Because again, moments like what he did against Jeremy Sochan or breaking through the screening of Naz Reid shows that Luka is going to be doing things for them on the defensive end. And now we're going to look into Luka's playmaking. So what we're going to see here is him take advantage of a screen, and now what he does so well is get the entire Knicks defense to collapse in on him, as what he looks like he's about to have here is a easy, wide open layup. And Luka makes the most impressive pass I've ever seen. Just no looks to the opposite corner and gets an open three for his man. And what we're going to see here is Luka yet again take advantage of the screen here from Hardaway Jr. And then Hardaway Jr. is going to get the screen here from Wood. And honestly, this is just really great play calling because Wood's about to get the screen, and what he is going to do is break away. So now the defense is wondering, is he going to pass the driving Wood? And no. He's instead going to behind the back pass to Maxi Kleber, who's going to get the wide open three. Luka, obviously, you guys, is an incredible playmaker. Nothing short of it. What he does is just incredible to watch because he's just so good at manipulating the defenses through things such as screening and honestly just using his size to try and take over in the game. And it's just what he does so well. Through being able to dissect what he's able to do and being able to be such a transition threat due to his frame and size as well as just his passing IQ, Luka might just be the best playmaker in basketball. And what's interesting is one of the biggest criticisms I hear from Luka is this is more like James Harden, where if he doesn't have the opportunity, he's just going to give it to someone else. But some of these plays I've tried to carefully place for you guys is showing that Luka is very clearly trying to do his best to get his teammates open when he can. Luka's not looking to score here. Luka's looking to get the ball to the open man because he just wants to win, however that's achieved. And of course, part of that is through watching Luka Doncic as a scorer. What he does here is take advantage of the man through his stopping of his body and getting a wide open three. But what's really impressive is his next upcoming clip. Yet again, look, the use of a screener. And now he has Simons one-on-one, a matchup very favorable considering his size and his position. And just drives and blows right past Simons through Grant to get the easy layup. That's what Luka does so well. And I think it's the most underrated part of Luka's game, to be honest with you. I think it's just how well his frame is for his position and how little everyone else is. Luka's probably standing around 6'6", 6'7", and he's playing against guys who are 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", and dudes like Steph Curry or Damian Lillard. But again, he's just literally too big for his position. And again, I just love Luka's use of screeners and taking advantage of open opportunities. Through driving and collapsing, he gets defenses to overly commit because, again, especially this season, Luka has introduced the mid-range shot diet much more to his arsenal, which is making teams now, again, add another level to his playmaking. Because now you have to figure out, well, is Luka going to go for the mid-range? Is he going to pop us from a three? Or is he going to go and drive and get the finish at the rim? Because Luka can do it all now, and it's just so incredible to watch. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I used to be skeptical of Luka myself. I used to think he was very James Harden-like, and it was just going to be dribble, dribble, dribble until he can't do anything, and then boom, try and take a shot if he gets it. But no, I think Luka Doncic right now is just doing what he can with the current pieces available. So you guys might be asking, so what should the Mavericks try and do? Well, there's a few names in mind to me that I think they should try and trade for. Now, do they have the assets? It's a different story. But I would go for the following names: Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and to me, the best fit for Luka is Jaylen Brown and Pascal Siakam. Now, obviously, they're not going to get Jaylen Brown. The Celtics are just way too good to do something like that right now. So now, Siakam is much more realistic. Toronto is doing nothing but struggle, and Siakam is in one of the best years of his career. And why do I think Siakam is the best piece for someone like Luka? Multiple reasons. One, he can create for himself. And even more importantly, I think he can be that second playmaker that someone like Luka would need. The only similarity to him and James Harden's game that I can 100% see is the physical and mental exhaustion it must take from doing everything he's doing on the court. To have someone like Pascal, you'd be able to stagger him and Luka more in the regular season, so that way when the postseason comes, and obviously we know what Luka does when it comes to the postseason, he has the ability to be able to go out more as his body won't just tire out on him from 82 games of completely dragging his team through games they honestly just should not be winning. So now take into account that Luka might not be quite as bad of a defender as we like to all think. It's just a matter of a sheer offensive load and the possibility of if they ever get a second co-star. Honestly, I think Luka might just be the best player in the world. He just doesn't have the success of a Steph, a Giannis, even necessarily a Jokic, but they both made a conference finals, so I'll leave that up to you. Luka could be MVP, and he might just be the best player in basketball. And as always, guys, this was Emser Knows Hoops. Leave a comment, let me know what you guys think, and what I should do for the next video. Peace out.